There comes a point in every life when words are no longer enough, when ideas and theories dissolve and only one truth remains. You are the cause of all that you experience. Not the world, not circumstance, not chance, but you. Your consciousness, your awareness, your imagination is the hidden script upon which all events unfold. Most people live life as if they are reacting to it. They see circumstances, they respond, they hope, they pray for change without realizing that they are the very vessel through which change must come. But those who awaken, the few who truly see, come to understand the secret that all mystics have declared through the ages, that life is not happening to you, it is happening through you. And the law that governs this unfolding is simple. What you feel as real within, you must experience without. This is what it means to live in the end. It is written, according to your faith be it unto you. Faith is not blind belief. It is the conscious assumption of a reality unseen. Faith is the invisible evidence that bridges the gap between the imaginal and the material, between spirit and flesh, between the unseen and the seen. To live in the end is to occupy the consciousness of already having. It is to move beyond desire into fulfillment, to cease asking and begin knowing. It is the silent awareness that says, it is done. Look around you for a moment. Everything that exists, every building, every invention, every work of art, was once invisible. Before it took form, it lived in the imagination of someone who dared to believe in its reality. That chair you sit on was first an idea. The device in your hand was first a vision. Nothing you see existed until someone imagined it. The same principle that governs creation at that level governs creation at every level. You are not excluded. You are the image of the Creator, endowed with the same power to imagine and bring forth. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. The likeness of God is creative imagination. But the key, the very hinge upon which manifestation swings, is feeling. You cannot think your way into creation. You must feel your way there. For it is the emotion of fulfillment that impresses the subconscious mind. And the subconscious is the womb of creation. The great mystic NEVILLE GODDARD said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption, and your world will inevitably conform to it. This is not philosophy. It is law. When you feel the end is real, when you dwell in the atmosphere of completion, something within you shifts. The old state begins to dissolve, and the new state is born. And because the outer world is only a mirror of the inner state, reality itself must reshape to reflect that change. The question then is not, what must I do, but what must I become? To live in the end is to become the person who already has what you desire, to think their thoughts, to feel their gratitude, to act from their peace. It is to inhabit the consciousness of fulfillment until it feels natural, until it becomes your dwelling place. When you begin to live this way, the outer world can no longer hold its old form. It must yield to the new pattern of being. The law is perfect. As within, so without. Is mine. So close your eyes now and turn your attention inward. Withdraw from the evidence of your senses. Forget the facts, the obstacles, the impossibilities. The five senses can only report what has been created. They cannot see what is becoming. Enter the inner world, the only world that is real, and there construct the scene of fulfillment. See yourself where you wish to be. Hear the words you long to hear. Feel the emotions of already having received. Do not merely imagine the picture. Live in it. Move within it as though it were true now. If your desire is for healing, see yourself whole, strong, vibrant, alive. If your desire is for abundance, feel the freedom of wealth, the ease of supply, the joy of generosity. If your desire is for love, feel the warmth, the connection, the safety of union already fulfilled. You are not waiting for these things to come. You are inhabiting them now. You are dwelling in the end. And as you persist in that inner state, the outer world begins to echo it. People move, events align, circumstances shift, not through force or manipulation, but through divine orchestration. The unseen organizes the seen in perfect harmony with your assumption. It is written, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Notice the order: believe first, receive after. The world reverses it, saying, when I see it, I will believe it. But faith declares, when I believe it, I will see it. The difference between delay and immediacy lies in that reversal. When you live as if it were already done, time collapses. The future is pulled into the present. Manifestation becomes not a process, but a revelation. To live in the end is to act from fulfillment, not toward it. You do not visualize to get you visualize, because you already are. You do not affirm to convince you affirm, because it is true. You do not pray to beg you, pray to remember. And when you remember who you are, the image of God, the creative power made flesh, you no longer doubt your authority to command reality. You realize that your imagination is not fantasy, it is creation. Science too begins to echo this truth. Quantum physics tells us that observation determines reality, that consciousness itself collapses potential into form. The mystics have always known this. What the physicist calls observation, the prophet calls faith. Both describe the same law that awareness creates. You are the awareness through which the universe takes shape. The moment you assume a state and feel it real, the unseen responds. Every atom, every event, every encounter begins to rearrange in obedience to your inner conviction. This is why you must guard your imagination with reverence. What you dwell on, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you assume, you manifest. Never speak against your desire. Never imagine its opposite. Refuse to entertain any image that contradicts your fulfillment. Let your inner world become a sacred temple where only completion lives. And if doubt arises, and it will, do not fight it. Simply return to the end. Feel again the joy, the gratitude, the peace of already having received. Persist until it feels natural. For the subconscious accepts only that which feels real. You may not see results immediately, but do not mistake silence for absence. Just as the seed germinates unseen before it breaks the soil, so too does your assumption take root in the invisible before it appears in form. Patience is not waiting. It is faith resting. When you understand this, you stop chasing signs. You no longer ask, when will it come? Because you know it already has. You begin to walk differently, speak differently, think differently. You live as one who already possesses. And the world, obedient to the law, must mirror that certainty. This is the secret of every miracle worker, every mystic, every awakened soul, to feel the end and live from it until the outer world cannot help but conform. If you desire transformation, begin tonight. Before sleep, when the conscious mind grows quiet and the subconscious is open, enter the scene of fulfillment once more. Feel it as real. Hear it. Touch it. Move through it. Let gratitude fill you. Whisper within, it is done. End of. Sleep in that awareness. The subconscious will take your assumption and give it life. You need not force or strive. The law is faithful. And when you awaken, carry that feeling with you. Let it guide every thought, every action, every word. Do not check the outer world for confirmation. The outer must follow the inner, and it cannot do otherwise. Each time you are tempted to doubt, return inward. Close your eyes and dwell again in the end. This is your true home. This is your creative workshop. This is the kingdom of heaven within you. You are not waiting for the world to change. You are remembering that you are the change. And so, live from the end. Feel from fulfillment. Act from completion. The universe is faithful. The unseen is precise. The law cannot fail. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. Rest in that knowing. Walk in that peace. Speak with that authority. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Death for all creation answers to the one who knows. And now, as you breathe in, let the feeling of fulfillment rise again. Feel gratitude, not for what is coming, but for what already is. Breathe out slowly, letting peace fill the silence. You are the image of the Creator, the awareness through which God imagines. The end you live in now is the world you will soon walk through. So live it, feel it, be it, and let the outer world do what it must. It will bow to your belief, it will mirror your faith, it will unfold perfectly, because you have learned the greatest secret of all. To live in the end is to live as God lives, in the certainty of completion, in the peace of finished creation, in the joy of knowing that all is already done. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. And in this knowing, all is peace, all is light, all is God. And now, be still. Let everything that you have heard settle inside you, like light finding its home in water. You are not separate from what you seek. The life you have imagined is not outside of you, it is pressing to be born through you. Each breath you take in this quiet moment is a rehearsal of creation itself. Inhale the certainty of completion. Exhale the memory of lack. Inhale faith. Exhale fear. Let your breathing become prayer. You are the awareness of God, contemplating himself as fulfillment. The same spirit that moved upon the face of the waters now moves upon the deep of your own consciousness. Every thought of wholeness, every feeling of gratitude, every vision of peace is the voice of that spirit saying again, let there be. And there is. The work is not to make, but to allow. The law is effortless. When you stop trying, the current carries you. When you rest in the end, the way opens by itself. Begin to feel this truth in your body. There is no tension here, no grasping, no waiting. The muscles of the heart loosen. The breath becomes slower, deeper. Awareness widens like dawn, spreading over the sea. Whisper softly within yourself, I am in the finished work. I walk in completion. Everything that concerns me is already resolved. Let those words ring through the silence until they stop being words and become vibration. A quiet hum that fills the room, the air, the space around you. If the mind tries to speak of obstacles, answer it with stillness. You owe it no debate. Simply return to the feeling of fulfillment. The law does not need argument. It needs certainty. And as you linger here, imagine the world already radiant with your new state. Imagine stepping outside tomorrow and feeling the same quiet power in every encounter. People look at you and smile without knowing why. Doors open as you arrive. Conversations flow toward harmony. The day itself bends to your belief. This is not fantasy. It is alignment. Reality, like music, must play in tune with the note you hold within. Stay with that note now. Let gratitude rise again, not as duty, but as recognition. Gratitude is the language of completion. It tells the universe, I have received, and the universe answers, so it is. When you understand this, life becomes gentle. You stop reaching, you start radiating. You begin to live from abundance rather than for it. Every act, even the smallest, carries the fragrance of peace. Every word becomes creative, because every word is spoken from the end. You are walking now as the one who already is. This is mastery. This is faith alive. And so the night becomes holy around you. Nothing to fix, nothing to prove, only to remember. It is already done. Rest here. Let the silence complete the sentence. Let the heart say its quiet amen. When morning comes, rise slowly. Let your first breath be thanksgiving. Let your first thought be truth. Carry this awareness into the world, not as effort, but as presence. Every step you take will echo the rhythm of divine order. Every glance, every smile, every word will testify that consciousness is creation. You have learned to live in the end. You have remembered the ancient law, as within, so without, as above, so below. And the prophet, now you walk as one with God, not reaching upward, but living outward from the center of his mind within you. And so we close, not with striving, but with peace. The prayer is answered before it is spoken. The desire fulfilled before it is formed. The story finished before the first line was written. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. Rest in that, beloved soul. All is peace. All is light. All is God. And now let the quiet become even deeper. The air itself seems to listen. There is no need for another word. No need for a new request. Everything is already speaking the same language of completion. In this stillness, you begin to recognize something ancient. There has never been a separation between you and the infinite. The distance was only thought. Every breath, every heartbeat, every pulse of awareness is the presence of God saying, I am here. Let that realization move gently through you. You are not a seeker anymore. You are the sought. You are not the echo. You are the sound itself. You are not the one praying for the light. You are the window through which the light enters the world. Feel how life begins to shimmer differently when you know this. The same street you have walked 1,000 times will look new. The faces you pass will seem softer because you will no longer look for love, you will see from love. You will not wake to fix the day. You will wake to give it shape with the quiet authority of your awareness. Every thought that rises within you will ask one silent question. Is this thought spoken from the end or from the beginning? If it is from the beginning, let it pass like a cloud. If it is from the end, from fulfillment, from peace, from knowing, let it stay and fill your world with its fragrance. This is how the mystics live. They walk among men but dwell in heaven. They perform ordinary acts but from an extraordinary state. To them, each gesture is an extension of the finished work. You can do the same. You can wash the dishes and know that abundance overflows. You can walk to your work and feel yourself guided by invisible hands. You can listen to the laughter of a child and hear the echo of divine joy. Every moment becomes holy when you live as though the promise has already been kept. So tonight, when you close your eyes, you will not be falling asleep into darkness. You will be falling into the substance of your own creation. You will drift into the very field where the seeds of imagination take root. And as your body rests, your consciousness will keep shaping light into form. See the image one more time, the end made real. See it not as a picture on a wall, but as a life being lived now. Breathe in the scent of it, feel the temperature of it, hear the rhythm of it. Let every sense agree that this is the world you inhabit. Then let go, not of the vision, but of the effort. Release the need to make it happen. The law already knows what to do. Your faith has spoken. Your feeling has been heard. Sleep with the words of the Master resting on your heart. It is finished. And as the night carries you, the unseen will move in perfect order. When you wake, you will rise into the day that your faith prepared. You will move without hurry. You will speak without fear. You will look upon every detail of life and see the hidden harmony behind it. And you will know in the quiet certainty that never leaves you, that every desire has already found its fulfillment. It only needed you to see it, to feel it, to live from it. This is the secret that ends all seeking. To live in the end is to live in God. And as you walk in that truth, nothing is missing, nothing is late, nothing is impossible. Because the word has gone forth, and it will not return void. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. All is peace. All is light. All is God. Now, let the breath guide you. A slow inhale through the nose, a pause at the top, and then a gentle exhale as if you were releasing the entire day. Again, inhale light. Exhale everything that is not light. Each breath draws you deeper into the still center where imagination and spirit meet. From here, begin to feel the scene you have chosen. Not as a picture, not as a movie you are watching from a distance, but as a reality in which you are standing now. The air around you changes. The temperature of the space shifts. You can feel the texture of what surrounds you. Listen. There are sounds here, soft, familiar, real. The sound of a voice you love. The rhythm of your own laughter. The quiet hum of peace. You are not trying to make anything happen. You are remembering what already is. The end you imagined exists right here, fully formed, in the unseen dimension that all things arise from. When you feel it, when you inhabit it, it begins to press itself into visibility. Stay with that feeling. Let it fill the heart first, a warmth that spreads through your chest, your shoulders, your hands. Let it move into the belly, the legs, the feet, until the whole body hums with the calm electricity of certainty. You do not hope anymore. You know. You are not waiting anymore. You are. Now, silently, within yourself, speak the truth. I am in the end. I am living the answered prayer. I am the fulfilled word of God made visible. Stay here for a while. Notice how the mind begins to quiet. The chatter fades. The only thing that remains is feeling the deep, unwavering sense that everything is already complete. This is the state that moves mountains. This is the consciousness that parts seas, that heals, that multiplies, that resurrects. Not by effort, not by force, but by knowing. And when thoughts try to pull you back, when the old self tries to remind you of how things used to be, smile inwardly. There is no fight here. Just breathe again and return to the end. The old reality is dissolving. It has no power except what you give it. Here, in this stillness, you stand where heaven and earth meet. You are awareness clothed in flesh. The invisible become visible. Through you, God imagines and God experiences. Let gratitude rise naturally, not gratitude for what will come, but for what already is. Gratitude that you are awake enough to know the law. Gratitude that you can feel the finished work now. Gratitude that you and the infinite are one. Whisper quietly, thank you, Father. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you that you always hear me. Stay until those words stop being a prayer and become a state. This is living in the end. This is what it means to walk by faith and not by sight. You no longer look for signs. You are the sign. You no longer ask for proof. Your peace is the proof. When you rise from this place, when you open your eyes, carry this feeling with you like light behind your ribs. Let it move with you through the day. Let it speak for you when words are not enough. Let it touch every person who comes near. And when night falls again, return here. Return to the inner room. Return to the end. Each night, feel it more naturally, more completely, until there is no effort left. The moment it feels normal, inevitable, true, that is the moment the outer world begins to echo it. You will see it soon, yes, but even before sight, you will live it in spirit. And that is where the real power is. For creation is finished. The seed has already been planted. The word has already gone forth. And the soil of your faith is enough. So rest, beloved. Rest deeply in the assurance of completion. Everything is unfolding in perfect rhythm. Every heartbeat is part of the symphony. You have entered the state of the fulfilled desire. You have remembered who you are. And now life itself must remember with you. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. All is peace. All is light. All is gone. Now breathe again. Slow and deep. The inhale draws heaven into the body. The exhale returns peace to the earth. You are the meeting place of the two. You are the bridge between the unseen and the seen. Feel how natural it has become, this quiet, knowing that all is complete. No tension, no waiting, no searching. Just a calm recognition. Creation is finished. Your only work is remembrance. In this state, even the smallest action carries power. A glance becomes a blessing. A word becomes light. A thought becomes form. You move through the world like sunlight, filtering through water, gentle, certain, unstoppable. You have stepped into the rhythm of divine order. There are no accidents here, no mistakes, only alignment revealing itself moment by moment. You begin to see the hand of the infinite everywhere, in the kindness of strangers, in the timing of events, in the quiet guidance that rises unbidden within your heart. And you know it is not happening to you. It is happening through you. It is your own consciousness reflected back in the mirror of life. Let gratitude deepen now. Feel it expand through the body like warmth spreading through water. Gratitude for breath. Gratitude for awareness. Gratitude for the secret made plain. Whisper within, Father, I thank you. I am in the end, and the end is good. I am surrounded by the proof of your faithfulness. Everything I have felt is real, is revealing itself in perfect time. And stay with that feeling until there is nothing left to ask for. This is abundance, not in the things you hold, but in the stillness that knows you already have them. And when you open your eyes again, when you step into the day or into your dreams, carry this peace with you like a mantle of light. Speak from it, walk from it, create from it. Let every breath become the same quiet declaration. It is done. It is finished. It is mine. There is no more waiting. There is no more distance between thought and thing. The unseen has heard you. The seen is obeying. Soon, what was once invisible will stand before you as the most natural thing in the world. You will smile, not with surprise, but with recognition. You will whisper, "Of course," because you knew it when no one else did. Because you lived there before the evidence arrived. Because you believed, and believing is seeing. This is how the soul returns to its throne. This is how heaven is made visible on earth. This is how imagination becomes flesh. So rest now. Let silence be your closing prayer. Let the light within you expand until it fills the room, until it fills the world. Nothing more to do, nothing more to prove, only to be. For you are the living word of God in motion, and the word has been spoken. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. And as the last breath of the night fades into stillness, you can feel the truth humming quietly beneath everything. All is peace. All is light. All is God. Stay here a little longer. Let the silence become your sanctuary. There is no rush, no expectation, only presence. You are standing now in the finished work. You are surrounded by everything you once asked for. It breathes with you. It lives through you. You and your desire are one. Let these truths become your heartbeat. I am the awareness of fulfillment. I am the peace that comes after completion. I am the proof that imagination creates reality. Every beat of the heart sends that knowing outward into the world. Every breath carries faith into the air like fragrance. And the whole of creation responds, quietly rearranging itself to match the note of your certainty. From this moment forward, you will notice how gentle life becomes. You will see the smallest details shine with meaning. You will catch the whisper of divine timing in every turn. What you once called coincidence, you will now call confirmation. The invisible will keep proving itself visible. When you speak, your words will carry weight because they are no longer requests, they are truth remembering itself. When you act, your actions will flow easily because the energy of completion moves them. When you rest, you will feel the same power that holds the stars in place holding you. And if doubt ever tries to return, you will smile. You will close your eyes, breathe once, and return to the end. Because you know the way home now. You know where creation lives. You know that the secret was never about getting, it was always about being. Let this final awareness settle deeply. There is no distance between you and your fulfillment. There is no time between imagining and receiving. There is only agreement. Agree now, fully, silently, with what God already knows of you, that you are complete, abundant, whole, loved, free. Feel that agreement resonate through the body like music. It moves through the spine, the chest, the hands, the skin. You can almost hear the world exhaling in response, as if all of existence had been waiting for you to remember. This is what it means to live in the end. It is not a technique. It is a state of being, the state of knowing that all things are already accomplished in consciousness. So go on now, beloved. Walk in gentleness, speak with grace, rest in peace, and create from joy. For the kingdom is not coming, it is here. The blessing is not approaching, it surrounds you. The word has not been delayed, it has been fulfilled. It is done, it is finished, it is yours. Now let the words repeat themselves softly inside you, not as sentences, but as vibrations. Each one carries the resonance of truth, each one reminding you of what already is. It is done. It is finished. It is mine. Say it gently. Say it with your breath. Say it until it no longer feels like affirmation, but memory. I am peace. I am whole. I am complete. I live from the end. I walk in the finished work. I dwell in the promise fulfilled. I do not chase. I do not wait. I rest in divine order. And again, it is done. It is finished. It is mine. Let the sound of those words dissolve into silence and feel the energy behind them continue to move. It spreads like light, filling the spaces around you, touching everything that concerns you. It enters conversations yet to happen. It prepares paths you have not yet walked. It perfects outcomes long before you arrive. You are surrounded by divine intelligence, guided by invisible harmony, carried by grace that never fails. This is the secret that all great teachers knew. You are not waiting for God to move. God moves as you. When you assume the end, when you live as though the prayer is already answered, heaven responds instantly. Creation bends, time rearranges, and what once seemed distant becomes the most natural thing in the world. Breathe that in. Let it settle. You are the fulfillment of every good thing you have ever desired. You are the vessel of divine imagination. You are the Word made flesh. And from this day forward, you walk differently. You speak differently. You think differently, because you know the law now. You have seen behind the veil. You have remembered that consciousness is the cause, and love is its language. So wherever you go, carry the stillness with you. When the world rushes, you will remain unmoved. When fear speaks, you will answer with peace. When doubt appears, you will smile and return inward. You will remember the end, and you will live from it again. That is all you ever need to do. For creation is finished. The law is faithful. The promise is kept. It is done. It is finished. It is mine. Whisper it once more as the breath fades into the quiet. All is peace. All is light. All is God. And then, no more words. Only awareness. Only stillness. Only the quiet certainty that everything has already unfolded exactly as it should. And now the night holds you gently. The air around you has become softer, wider. Each sound that reaches your ears seems to arrive from eternity itself. You are no longer thinking these words. You are breathing them. You are no longer hearing this voice. You are becoming it. The boundaries between you and everything else begin to loosen. There is no here and there, no before and after, no separation between you and the infinite. All the light you have imagined gathers quietly behind your ribs, spilling out through the breath, folding itself into the world like dawn spreading across water. Everything is still. Everything is complete. It is done. It is finished. It is mine. Feel that pulse moving through you one more time. It flows into your thoughts. It touches every memory. It rewrites every story with peace. The body is calm. The mind is clear. The heart is steady. You are resting in the mind of God. Now imagine the world before you, bathed in gold, perfectly arranged. The people you love are smiling. The path ahead glows with quiet certainty. Nothing is missing. Nothing is late. Nothing is lost. Only love, only order, only light. And as you watch, you realize this is not a vision of the future. This is what has always been. You are only seeing it clearly now, so rest in it. Let the silence finish the prayer. Let the peace speak for you. Let the light do the work. I am still. I am whole. I am one with the source. A final breath in. And as you exhale, imagine everything you have dreamed settling gently into place across time and space. Nothing left to strive for. Nothing left to fix. Only the quiet rhythm of divine order moving through all things. You have remembered the secret. You have lived in the end. And the end is love. Now let it fade into silence, like a candle that does not go out, but becomes the sunrise. And now there is only silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence that sings, the silence of fulfillment, the silence of God at rest within his creation. The breath slows. The heart beats steady and calm. Awareness expands until it fills everything. You feel the truth radiating from within you. Gentle, absolute, eternal. You have remembered who you are. You are not a seeker of miracles. You are the living miracle of consciousness made flesh. You are not waiting for the blessing. You are the blessing remembering itself. You are not walking toward fulfillment. You are walking from fulfillment. Every step, every thought, every word you speak from this moment forward is born from the end that God declared good, the end that already exists in the unseen, the end that you now live within. Creation is finished. The word has been spoken. The law is faithful. The unseen is already visible in spirit, and spirit now becomes form. So rest in that knowing. Let peace be your new rhythm. Let gratitude be your language. Let love be your atmosphere. When you open your eyes again, you will see the world through the vision of fulfillment. You will walk as one who knows that all things work together for good. You will live from the end, and everything you touch will respond to the vibration of completion. Take one final breath, slow, steady, alive with light. Whisper softly within, it is done. It is finished. It is mine. I am one with God, and all that is God's is mine. And as the last word fades into the stillness, feel the presence that never leaves. It watches, it guides, it breathes through you. All striving ends here. All waiting ends here. All doubt dissolves here. Only peace remains. Only light remains. Only God remains. And in that infinite peace, you rest, complete, fulfilled, whole. It is done. It is finished. It is yours forever. All is peace. All is light. All is God.
I tell you, you are the branch of the one true vine. That which flows through the vine flows through you. Your life, your being, your every breath is an extension of that great source. To believe yourself separate is to cut yourself off from the very life that sustains you. Do you not see? The vine does not struggle to bear fruit. It simply abides. It remains, and through this abiding, the fruit appears in perfect season. You too are not meant to force, to strive, to labor in desperation. You are to remain, to rest in the awareness of your connection, and in this stillness all things will come. When you look around and see lack, when you feel lost or powerless, it is not because the power has left you. It is because you have turned your gaze away from the truth. The moment you return, the moment you accept, deeply, wholly unwaveringly, that you and the source are one, life responds. The vine does not withhold, nor does it fail to sustain its branches. It is only when the branch forgets, when it tries to sustain itself apart from the vine, that it withers. So I ask you, what do you seek? Health, love, abundance, joy? Do you not realize that all of these are already yours? That they are not something to be grasped at, but something that must simply be accepted. You are not meant to chase after blessings as though they are separate from you. You are meant to abide in the vine, knowing that every promise, every gift, every fulfillment already exists within you. Look not to the world to confirm your reality. The world is only the shadow, the reflection of your inner state. If you desire change, do not seek it out there. Seek it within. Turn your attention back to the source, and know with certainty that as you do, all things must align. The fruit does not command the vine. The branch does not need to beg to be nourished. It simply stays, remains, trusts, and life flows through it effortlessly. This is your invitation. Not to strive, not to plead, but to remain. To dwell in the knowing that you are one with all that is good, all that is powerful, all that is true. And as you remain, as you trust, as you hold steadfast to this awareness, the evidence will come. It must. For the law is certain, and the source never fails. The branch does not question the vine. It does not wonder if the sap will flow, if the fruit will come, if the leaves will flourish. It simply abides, knowing that the life of the vine is its life. And yet man questions. He doubts. He fears. He looks to the world, to the shifting sands of circumstance, and allows them to determine his belief. He forgets that the true reality is not seen with the eyes, but known within. You are not separate. You have never been separate. The same life that flows through the vine flows through you. The same power that spoke creation into existence dwells within you now. The only thing that can hinder you is the illusion of separation, the belief that you must strive, that you must force, that you must beg for that which is already yours. Look at the lilies of the field. They toil not, neither do they spin, yet they are clothed in beauty greater than kings. Do they wonder if the sun will rise upon them? Do they question if the rain will come? No, they simply exist in harmony with the source, and so they are sustained. If such care is given to the lilies, to the birds of the air, how much more to you, who are the very expression of divine life? Your struggle is not against the world, nor against circumstance, nor even against others. Your only struggle, if struggle it must be, is to remain in the awareness of who you truly are, to cast down every thought that tells you that you are alone, that you are powerless, that you are without. These are lies born of forgetfulness. The moment you remember, the moment you turn your gaze back to the vine, all striving ceases. You have been told to ask, to seek, to knock, and it will be given. But do you not see? The asking is not from a place of lack, but from the recognition that all is already provided. The seeking is not to find something lost, but to reveal what has always been within. The knocking is not to demand entry, but to step through the door that has always stood open. The gifts of the vine are not earned, they are received. They are not given to the worthy, but to those who abide. You may say, but I have asked, and I have not received. I have sought, and I have not found. And I say to you, look within. Have you truly believed? Have you truly remained? Or have you asked with your lips while your heart wavered? Have you sought while still holding on to the belief that what you seek is distant? Have you knocked but feared that the door would remain closed? The vine does not withhold, the source does not fail if you do not see the fruit. It is not because the vine is barren, but because you have not yet received the fullness of your connection. You are like the man who stands before an open treasure chest, but closes his eyes and declares, there is nothing here. The abundance is present, the power is flowing, the life is ever moving, but it cannot force itself upon you. You must open your eyes. You must see with the inner vision that knows beyond doubt that all is already yours. Many look to the world and say, but reality tells me otherwise. And I say to you, what is reality? Is it the seen, which is ever changing, ever fleeting, shaped and reshaped by the unseen? Or is it the unseen itself, which is eternal, unshakable, the root from which all things grow? If you judge by the outer world, you will always be at its mercy. But if you judge by the truth within, the world must bend to your knowing. Do not say, I will believe when I see. That is the language of those who have forgotten. Say instead, I believe, and so I will see. For what you accept within must be made manifest without. It is law. The branch does not say, I will believe I am connected to the vine when I see the fruit. No, it knows it is connected, and so the fruit must come. All that you desire, all that you seek is already moving toward you the moment you align with it. The moment you step into the awareness that you and the source are one, that you and the vine are inseparable, the flow begins. You do not have to force it, you do not have to strain for it. You need only abide, and in abiding, receive. The mind will resist this. It will say, but what of effort, what of action? Must I not do something? And I tell you, action will come. But it will not come from striving. It will come from inspiration. It will come naturally, effortlessly, as the outflow of your inner knowing. The vine does not force the branch to grow. It simply supplies the life, and growth happens as a result. So it will be with you. When you remain in the awareness of your connection, right action will arise naturally. The right doors will open, the right words will come, the right opportunities will appear, not through struggle, but through alignment. You have been given the greatest gift, the ability to create through your belief. What you accept as true within yourself becomes true in your experience. If you accept lack, lack will appear. If you accept abundance, abundance will flow. If you accept love, love will manifest. This is not wishful thinking. This is the law by which all things come into being. Do not look to the world to confirm your belief. Hold your belief and the world will conform to it. If you look for proof before you believe, you will always be waiting. But if you believe first, the proof must come. This is why you must remain. This is why you must abide, not in fear, not in doubt, but in the quiet assurance that as the vine lives, so does the branch. As the source provides, so do you receive. See yourself now as one with the vine. Feel the life flowing through you. Know that the power that sustains all things is the power that sustains you. Let every thought of separation fall away. Let every fear dissolve in the knowing that you are not alone, that you have never been alone, that you could never be alone. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to suffer. You are here to receive, to express, to live in the fullness of all that you were created to be. Every promise, every desire, every fulfillment is already yours. It has been given freely, without condition, without hesitation, and so remain. Hold to this truth, dwell in it, rest in it, abide in it, and as you do, the fruit will come, the branches will flourish, and you will know beyond all doubt that the source has never failed you, nor will it ever. The vine does not worry. It does not wonder if the sun will rise or if the rain will come. It does not fear the passing of seasons, for it knows that all is in perfect order. The branch connected to the vine does not need to toil to produce fruit. It does not strain, does not resist, does not question. It simply remains. And in its remaining, in its trust, the fruit appears in its time, full and abundant. You have been told to take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, what you shall drink, nor for your body what you shall wear. And yet, how often do you allow the cares of the world to cloud your vision? How often do you look at the outer world and allow it to dictate what is possible? How often do you let fear creep in, whispering that you must struggle, that you must fight, that you must control? But I tell you, it is not through force that the branch bears fruit. It is not through worry, not through anxious striving, not through the endless chasing of things. It is through remaining, through knowing, through being still and allowing the life of the vine to flow. It is through faith, not the wavering, pleading kind, but the deep, unwavering kind that knows it is already done. You have been given dominion, not over others, not over the world through force, but over your own inner state. And as you rule within, so shall it be reflected without. You do not need to move the outer pieces of life into place. You need only align yourself with the truth that all is already in place. The fruit does not struggle to appear. It unfolds naturally, inevitably, as a result of connection. Look now at your life. What have you believed yourself to be separate from? Love, wealth, health, peace? Where have you felt lack? Where have you felt disconnected? These feelings are not reality. They are only signs that your awareness has drifted from the truth. They are only reflections of the thoughts you have entertained. But the moment you shift, the moment you turn your gaze back to the vine, the moment you abide, everything changes. If you believe yourself to be a branch cut off, you will experience the withering. If you believe yourself to be powerless, life will seem to confirm it. If you believe yourself to be struggling, the struggle will continue. But the moment you recognize that you and the source are one, the moment you accept that all that the vine possesses is already flowing to you, through you, as you, then everything must rearrange itself to match your knowing. Do not be deceived by appearances. What you see is only a reflection of what you have previously believed. If you want to change what you see, you must first change what you accept as true within. You must abide in the new vision, the new knowing, even before the world reflects it. For it is not the world that dictates your reality. It is your inner state that dictates the world. You may say, but I have waited and nothing has changed. And I say to you, have you waited with trust, or have you waited with doubt? Have you remained in faith, or have you shifted back and forth between belief and disbelief? The branch does not wonder if the fruit will come. It does not question where the vine will sustain it. It simply remains. And because it remains, the fruit is inevitable. So it is with you. The moment you decide, the moment you accept, the moment you settle into the awareness that what you seek is already yours, the process begins. But if you waver, if you pluck yourself up from the soil of faith, if you let the winds of the world shake you from your knowing, then you delay what was already moving towards you. This is why you must hold fast. This is why you must abide. The world will tell you otherwise. It will tell you to fear, to worry, to strive. It will show you all the reasons why you should doubt. But if you believe the world over the truth within, then you have made the world your master instead of your servant. You must choose. Will you be led by the shifting sands of circumstance, or will you stand firm in the unchanging truth that the vine never fails, the source never withholds, and the law never falters? There is no effort in faith, only in doubt. The effort comes when you resist, when you try to force, when you try to control things that are already in motion. But faith is ease. Faith is rest. Faith is knowing that just as the seasons turn, just as the sun rises, just as the river flows to the ocean, so too will all things flow into your life at the appointed time. If you remain, you do not need to chase, for what is yours cannot be lost. You do not need to fight, for what is yours is already moving toward you. You do not need to fear, for there has never been a moment when the vine was not supplying all that was needed. The only question is whether you will accept it, whether you will remain in the awareness of your connection, whether you will allow the flow or resist it with doubt. You have been given the power to choose, not to choose through force, but to choose through faith, to see beyond what is visible, to hold to the truth even when the world presents a different picture. And as you hold, as you remain, as you abide, what is unseen becomes seen, what is unknown becomes known, and what has been waiting for you all along is revealed. So I say to you, let go of fear, let go of striving, let go of every thought that tells you that you are separate, that you are alone, that you are without. These thoughts are illusions. They are like shadows cast by a passing cloud. They have no substance, no power, unless you give them power by believing in them. Instead, turn your gaze inward. See yourself as you truly are, one with the source, one with the vine, one with all that is good and true and abundant. Remain in this knowing, abide in it. Let it be your foundation, your home, your resting place. And as you do, life will unfold in ways you never imagined. Not through struggle, not through force, but through the effortless flow of divine order. For the branch that abides in the vine cannot help but bear fruit. It is not a matter of chance, it is not a matter of luck, it is law. And as surely as the seasons turn, as surely as the sun rises, as surely as the river flows to the ocean, so too will all that is meant for you come. Not because you have fought for it, not because you have earned it, but because you have remained, because you have trusted, because you have accepted the simple, powerful, unchanging truth that you and the source are one, and that the vine never fails. The vine does not question itself, nor does it ask if it is worthy to bear fruit. It simply is. It remains rooted, unwavering, and because of this the branches flourish without effort. So too must you come to the realization that you are not here to struggle, to strive, or to chase after that which is already yours. You are here to abide, to know, to allow. Many go through life believing they must prove themselves, that they must earn the right to receive, as though the vine withholds its nourishment until the branch has done enough. But does the branch toil to be worthy of the vine's life? No, it simply allows the flow. It does not question whether it deserves to receive. It does not measure its progress by the eyes of others. It does not fear that it will be left without. It knows its connection, and in that knowing, all is provided. You have been conditioned to believe that you must fight for everything, that you must struggle to receive, to achieve, to become. But in this striving, you cut yourself off from the very power that would bring all things effortlessly. In your effort to force the fruit to appear, you forget that the fruit is a natural result of remaining. The moment you step into this truth, the moment you cease from struggle and instead abide in the knowing that all is already in motion, you will see the evidence of your faith unfold before you. The world will try to shake you. It will show you things that contradict your belief. It will whisper that you must take control, that you must act out of fear, that you must make things happen. But I tell you, nothing truly great, nothing truly lasting has ever come from fear. Fear constricts, but faith expands. Fear limits, but faith allows. Fear tells you that you must do more, be more, strive more. Faith tells you that you already are, and in knowing this, all things will be added unto you. You have seen it in your own life. When you have chased after something in desperation, it has eluded you. But when you have remained in peace, knowing that what is meant for you cannot miss you, it has arrived effortlessly in perfect timing. The same principle governs all things. The vine does not rush. The river does not struggle to find the sea. The stars do not battle for their place in the sky. All things move in perfect harmony with their source. So too must you learn to move in harmony with that which sustains you. You may say, but I have waited, and still nothing has changed. And I say to you, were you truly waiting in faith, or were you waiting in doubt? Were you resting in the knowing that it was already done, or were you looking to the world for proof before you believed? The vine does not look outward for confirmation of its own nature. It does not need evidence to know that it will bear fruit. It simply remains, and the fruit must come. So it is with you. If you wait for the world to confirm your belief before you hold it, you will always be at its mercy. But if you hold to your belief, unwavering, steadfast, as the vine holds to the earth, then all things must align in due time. The moment you truly accept that you are one with the source, the moment you release the need to force and instead allow the flow, the evidence will follow. What is it that you seek? Is it love? Is it abundance? Is it peace? Whatever it may be, know that it is already within you. The vine does not go in search of nourishment. It simply allows what is already present to flow through it. So too must you stop seeking outside yourself for what is already yours. Do not beg for what has been freely given. Do not chase after that which is already moving toward you. Do not fear that you will be left without, for the vine does not forget its branches, and the source does not withhold from its own. Instead, shift your focus. Instead of asking if it will come, ask yourself if you are truly allowing it. Instead of wondering when it will appear, ask yourself if you have truly remained in the knowing that it is already done. Many will hear these words and doubt. They will say, but I have needs. I have real problems. I cannot simply wait. And I say to you, this is not about waiting. It is about remaining. It is not about passivity. It is about alignment. The branch does not passively sit and hope. It actively abides. It remains in connection. It does not waver. And because of this, it is nourished without effort. Look at your life and see where you have been cutting yourself off. Have you been believing in lack? Have you been fearing that what you desire is beyond your reach? Have you been allowing the world to dictate what is possible for you? If so, recognize that these are the only barriers standing between you and what is already yours. The moment you release them, the moment you turn back to the truth of your connection, the moment you choose to abide instead of strive, everything changes. There is nothing you must force. There is nothing you must chase. There is only one thing required of you: to remain in the knowing that you and the source are one. To dwell in the awareness that all you need is already flowing toward you. To hold fast to the truth that what is meant for you will come, not through struggle, but through alignment. And as you do, you will see the evidence unfold. The right people will appear. The right opportunities will open. The right circumstances will align, not because you fought for them, but because you remained in the awareness that they were already yours. Not because you earned them, but because you allowed them. There is no need to worry, no need to fear, no need to ask whether you are worthy, for the vine does not withhold from its branches. All that is required is that you remain, that you abide, that you trust. And as surely as the sun rises, as surely as the river flows to the sea, as surely as the vine bears fruit in its time, so too shall all that is meant for you come. Not by chance, not by luck, but by the unchanging, unfailing law of the source. For it has never failed, nor will it ever. There is nothing outside of you that can give you what you already are. You have been conditioned to believe that fulfillment lies somewhere beyond your reach, that it must be sought after, chased, and earned. But this is the great illusion, for everything you seek is already present within you. The vine does not look beyond itself to find the life it needs. It does not stretch outward in desperation. It simply remains, and in its remaining, it is supplied. You must come to see that all things are already moving in your favor. The delays, the seeming obstacles, the moments where it appears nothing is changing, these are not signs of failure, but opportunities to strengthen your faith. The branch does not wither when winter comes, nor does it fear the passing of time. It knows that the seasons turn in perfect order, that what appears to be stillness is merely preparation for the next phase of growth. So it must be with you. When you see no immediate change, do not fall into doubt. Do not let appearances deceive you. The work is being done in the unseen, and when the time is right, what has always been yours will emerge. You are never waiting for something to come to you. You are only waiting to realize that it is already there. The fruit does not need to chase the tree. It emerges naturally because it is already contained within. So too is everything you desire already contained within you. The only thing that delays its arrival is the belief that it is separate, that it is distant, that it requires effort to obtain. You may say, "But I have believed, and still I do not see." And I ask you, have you truly believed, or have you simply wished? Have you remained in faith, or have you allowed yourself to be swayed by appearances? Faith is not hoping, it is knowing. It does not waver, it does not doubt. It does not seek outward confirmation before it accepts what is true. It abides in the unseen until the unseen becomes seen. There is a law that governs all things, and it is unchanging. The branch does not need to remind the vine to nourish it, nor does the sun forget to rise. All things move in divine order, and you are no exception. The moment you align yourself with this truth, the moment you surrender the need to control and instead choose to trust, you will see the evidence appear. But so long as you resist, so long as you doubt, so long as you let fear dictate your actions, you delay what is already meant for you. Do not let the outer world dictate your inner state. If you do, you will always be at the mercy of circumstances, forever shifting, forever uncertain. But if you hold fast to what is unseen, knowing that it is more real than anything that appears before your eyes, then the world must conform to your knowing. It cannot do otherwise. This is the power that has been given to you, not the power to force things into place, not the power to manipulate circumstances, but the power to remain steadfast in your awareness of truth. The power to abide in the knowing that what you seek is already yours. The power to see beyond what is to what must be. And as surely as the tree bears fruit, as surely as the river finds the ocean, as surely as the sun breaks through the clouds, so too will all things align when you cease to resist and instead choose to remain. Look at your life. Where have you been striving? Where have you been doubting? Where have you allowed fear to creep in and take hold? These are the only barriers between you and the manifestation of what is already yours. The moment you release them, the moment you choose to rest in the knowing that the source does not fail, the flow begins again. You do not need to chase, for what is yours cannot be lost. You do not need to plead, for what is meant for you has already been given. You need only abide, to remain in the awareness that you and the source are one, that you and the vine are inseparable, that the flow of life is never interrupted, except in your own perception. And as you do, everything shifts. The right people come into your life, the right opportunities unfold, the right doors open, not because you fought for them, but because you aligned yourself with the truth that they were already there. Not because you earned them, but because you finally accepted what had been waiting for you all along. The world will tell you otherwise. It will tell you that you must struggle, that you must suffer, that you must prove yourself. But I tell you, the greatest power does not come from struggle. It comes from stillness. The greatest movement does not come from effort. It comes from trust. The greatest manifestations do not come from chasing. They come from knowing. So let go of the need to fight. Let go of the belief that what you desire is far from you. Let go of every thought that tells you that you are separate, that you are lacking, that you are alone. These are not truths. They are only shadows of the mind. Illusions that dissolve the moment you turn your gaze back to the source. Remain, trust, abide, and as surely as the seasons turn, as surely as the rain falls, as surely as the vine bears fruit, so too will everything that is meant for you unfold. Not by chance, not by force, but by the unshakable, unchanging law of the source. For it has never failed, nor will it ever. You are not separate from that which you seek. You have never been separate. The very desire that rises within you is the echo of what is already yours. It is not a distant thing to be chased, not a reward to be earned, but a truth to be accepted. You do not create your blessings, you align with them. You do not summon abundance, you recognize that it has always been there. The moment you remove the veil of doubt, the moment you cease to seek outwardly and instead turn inward, you will find that all you ever wanted was within you all along. But the world will tell you otherwise. It will show you lack and call it reality. It will point to what is missing and demand that you believe in separation. It will insist that you must fight for everything, that struggle is the path to success, that effort is the key to receiving. And yet, the branch does not fight to receive life from the vine. The river does not push against its current to reach the sea. The stars do not struggle to shine, they simply are. They abide in their natural state, and so they fulfill their purpose effortlessly. You too are meant to abide. You too are meant to rest in the awareness that all things are already moving in your favor. There is nothing missing, nothing withheld, nothing denied. The only question is whether you will accept it, whether you will release the need to struggle and instead allow yourself to receive, whether you will step into the awareness that you and the source are one, and that everything that belongs to the source belongs to you as well. You do not have to make anything happen. You do not have to force doors open, nor do you have to chase opportunities. What is meant for you is already aligned with you. It is already flowing toward you. The only thing that delays it is your belief in delay. The only thing that keeps it at a distance is the illusion that it is distant. The moment you accept that what you desire is already yours, it begins to take shape before your eyes. The moment you stop trying to control and instead trust, the path unfolds naturally, effortlessly, as it was always meant to. There is no need for fear, no need for doubt, no need for hesitation. What is yours cannot be taken from you. What is aligned with you cannot pass you by. What is meant for you will arrive, not by chance, not by force, but by the unshakable certainty of divine order. The only thing that stands between you and what is yours is the story you tell yourself about why you cannot have it. The moment you let go of that story, the moment you replace doubt with knowing, the moment you abide in the awareness that the vine does not fail its branches, all things begin to shift. Look at your own life. Look at the times when you have received effortlessly, when things have come to you without struggle, without effort, without strain. Those moments were not accidents. They were glimpses of how life is meant to be lived. They were signs that when you let go, when you trust, when you surrender to the flow, all things come in their perfect time. But the mind resists this. It wants to control, it wants to grasp, to manipulate, to ensure that things unfold according to its own limited understanding. And yet the mind cannot see the full picture. It does not know the intricate ways in which all things are aligning behind the scenes. When you try to control, you only delay. When you try to force, you only create resistance. When you try to figure everything out, you step out of alignment with the very power that is bringing all things to you. You are not here to chase after blessings. You are here to recognize that you are already blessed. You are not here to seek out abundance. You are here to realize that abundance is your natural state. You are not here to plead for love. You are here to remember that love is the very essence of who you are. The moment you stop looking outward for what has always been within, the moment you stop believing in separation and instead abide in unity, the entire world shifts to reflect this truth. The world is only a mirror. It does not create, it only reflects. What you hold within is what you will see without. If you hold the belief that you are lacking, the world will show you lack. If you hold the belief that you are separate from what you desire, the world will confirm that separation. But if you hold the belief that all is already yours, if you abide in the knowing that the source does not withhold, if you choose to remain in the awareness that the vine does not fail its branches, then the world must rearrange itself to match your knowing. This is not wishful thinking, it is law. It is as certain as gravity, as unchanging as the rising of the sun. The branch does not question whether it will be nourished. It does not doubt whether the fruit will come, it simply remains. And because it remains, the fruit is inevitable. So too must you remain, not in worry, not in fear, not in the desperate striving of the mind, but in the quiet confidence of the soul, in the deep knowing that what is yours cannot be lost, that what you seek is already seeking you, that the moment you stop resisting, the moment you stop doubting, the moment you stop looking outside of yourself for what has always been within, the flow resumes. The vine does not forget its branches. The river does not forget its path. The sun does not forget to rise, and the source does not forget you. All that is required is that you align with this truth, that you hold to it even when the world presents illusions to the contrary, that you abide in the knowing that what is unseen is more real than what is seen, and that as surely as the seasons turn, as surely as the tides rise and fall, as surely as the stars shine in the night sky, so too will everything that is meant for you come. Not by force, not by struggle, but by the unshakable certainty of divine order. You have been told that faith is the evidence of things unseen, yet how often do you wait for the evidence to appear before you believe? How often do you allow what your eyes see to dictate what you hold true within? But I tell you, the unseen is more real than the seen. The world that you touch, the circumstances that you experience, are only reflections of what has already been established within you. If you do not like what you see, do not fight the reflection, change the source. The branch does not beg the vine for nourishment. It does not plead for life to flow through it. It does not wonder if it is connected. It simply is. It remains, it trusts, and because of this it bears fruit without effort. So it must be with you. You have been given the greatest gift, the ability to shape your world, not through force, not through struggle, but through alignment. What you hold as true within must be reflected without. The only question is what you are choosing to believe. Are you choosing to believe in lack? Then the world will confirm it. Are you choosing to believe in separation? Then it will appear as though what you desire is distant. Are you choosing to believe that you must fight, must struggle, must prove yourself worthy? Then the world will seem to make it so. But the moment you change what you accept as true, the moment you shift your inner state, the outer world must follow. It has no choice. It is only a mirror. You are not here to earn what is already yours. You are not here to chase what has already been given. You are here to recognize that the very thing you seek is already seeking you. That the desires planted in your heart are not random. They are echoes of what is already yours in the unseen. The only thing that delays their arrival is your belief in delay. The only thing that keeps them from you is your perception that they are separate. The vine does not withhold. It does not decide who is worthy to receive. It does not ration its life force among the branches. It gives freely, abundantly, without hesitation. And so it is with the source. There is no limit to what is available to you. There is no lack in the divine. The only lack that exists is the lack you accept, the lack you believe in, the lack you allow into your awareness. The moment you let go of it, the moment you choose to see abundance instead, everything, you may say, but I have tried and nothing has changed. And I ask you, have you truly let go of doubt, or have you allowed it to creep in between moments of faith? Have you remained steadfast, or have you wavered between belief and disbelief? The branch does not waver in its connection. It does not doubt that the vine will sustain it. And because of this, it is nourished without effort. The same must be true for you. You do not need to struggle to receive. You do not need to prove yourself. You do not need to wait for permission. The source has already said yes. The only question is whether you will accept it, whether you will release the doubts that have held you back, the fears that have told you that you must do more, be more, strive more, whether you will choose to abide in the knowing that you and the source are one, and that because of this, nothing can be withheld from you. The world will try to convince you otherwise. It will tell you that you must look outward, that you must chase, that you must fight. But I tell you, the only thing you must do is remain. The only thing you must do is trust. The only thing you must do is align yourself with what is already yours, and in doing so, allow it to come. You have seen this before. In the moments when you have stopped chasing, in the moments when you have released, in the moments when you have simply known, things have fallen into place without effort. That was not coincidence. That was the law in motion. That was proof that you do not need to struggle, that you do not need to force, that you do not need to fight for what has always been yours. Look now at your life. Where have you been striving? Where have you been resisting? Where have you allowed doubt to take root? These are the only things that stand in your way. Not the world, not circumstance, not fate, only your own belief in limitation. The moment you let it go, the moment you shift into the knowing that all is already done, the moment you abide, the flow resumes. You do not need to know how. You do not need to see every step before you take the first. The branch does not need to understand how the vine supplies it. It only needs to receive. The river does not need to see the ocean before it begins its journey. The stars do not need to understand how they shine. They simply are. They abide in their nature. And because of this, all things unfold perfectly. So too must you learn to abide. Not in worry, not in fear, not in the desperate striving of the mind, but in the quiet confidence of the soul, in the deep knowing that the source never fails, that what is yours is already moving toward you, that the very thing you have been seeking has been waiting for you to stop searching and simply allow. And as surely as the seasons turn, as surely as the sun rises, as surely as the vine bears fruit, so too will everything that is meant for you come, not by force, not by struggle, but by the unshakable certainty of divine order. And so I say to you, release the need to struggle. Let go of the belief that you must chase after what is already yours. The vine does not strive, the branch does not beg, and the river does not force its way to the sea. It simply flows. You are not separate from your source, and you never have been. The same life that moves through the vine moves through you. The same power that formed the stars dwells within you. Remain in this knowing. Abide in the truth that you are already connected, already supplied, already fulfilled. Do not look to the world to confirm what you must first accept within. Hold fast to the unseen, and the seen must follow. Trust in the divine order that governs all things, for it does not fail, nor does it forget. What is yours will come, not by struggle, not by force, but by your willingness to receive. The moment you release resistance, the moment you settle into the quiet confidence that the source never withholds, the flow resumes. And as surely as the branch remains in the vine and bears fruit in its season, so too will all that is meant for you unfold in perfect time. Remain, trust, abide, and know that as you do, everything you have ever sought will come, not as something gained, but as something revealed, something that was always there, waiting for you to remember.